Over on, so Vincent Company back in the Manchester City side, and lo and behold, they look like a much better defensive unit. Weird. So the question is, with the race for top 4 out and top 3, I guess, hotting up big time, is Vincent Company key to Manchester City's season? It could very much be the difference between a season in his next season spent in the Europa League or one spent in the Champions League. Ped, I mean, it's in a very simple sense. Having your best centre-half and one of your better players available for you is always going to make you a better team.
Well, he's a leader, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a leader. He's very much, and it's funny because he looks like him, very much the Donatello of the
Why do you think he's the Donatello?
Well,
he's not the Leonardo.
Well,
what about Raphael?
Leonardo was the leader.
Yeah, Leonardo. I just meant with the blue. We could put the blue band on.
That was Leonardo.
What was that?
He was the blue one.
I'm getting.
Who are you?
I know. Turtles, man.
You've lost it, mate.
I have.
I've lost
it.
What is going on?
I had a train of thought, and I went with it, and I should have. In fact, I think we should start this video all again. The credibility is gone because I don't know which turtle. No, he just reminds me of a turtle. Yeah. That's all we're gonna say. No, he's
a minute and a half for that one.
The one that makes with that May O'Neill, isn't it? Yeah.
What?
May O'Neill. He means April, you think?
Yeah, there we go. Let's move on. Yeah, no, he's a boss player.
He is. No, he's a proper leader, and he's very, very good defender, and that's what they've missed. It's mad, isn't it? Defenders. People thinking you'd miss defenders.
But you wouldn't. Here's the thing. We talk a lot about defenders, and you know, we're seeing a world, Liam, where the prices for top quality centre halves are absolutely going through the roof. They're starting to be categorised in the same way that attacking midfielders. Yeah, exactly. The common logic is like, you don't need to have loads of expensive defenders, and yet, I mean, technically, I mean, he's not a dead expensive defender by comparison to the money they've spunked on all kinds of stuff. And in terms of, well, think about what they spent on Mangala and Otamendi and what have you.
50 million for John Stones as well, wasn't it? Or 55?
Well, exactly.
Because he's English, though. Yeah. I rate John Stones as centre half, but anyway, back to Kompany. It's all great saying our whole team's rejuvenated until next week till he does his other knee in. Or the week after, whenever he decides his back can't play anymore. Or, you know, this is all bullshit. He'll last another 2 weeks and he'll be done. It's a load of shit. I'm a bit biased because he hates City, but...
No, but you're making a point there. Like,
Kompany's a great player, but it's the same, I suppose it's the same principle as Michael Owen at Real Madrid, or Michael Owen at Newcastle, or you know, any other big player. Or Darren Anderton's another one who's another fantastic player, just wouldn't play.
Yeah,
or
he's a good player.
Or Ledley King is another one who couldn't play. Yeah. Paul McGrath. So all these fantastic players. Ledley King, Paul McGrath are centre halves as well, though. Yeah. There you go.
Good knowledge.
Cheers, mate. But in comparison to Kompany, it's the same kind of principle, isn't it? He's not going to play. He's not going to last another 2 or 3 weeks, and he's going to be done.
But it's a situation, Louis. You talk about Man City with the amount of money they've got available to them. Why this is not a new thing. No. Vincent Company injured. Shocker.
To be fair though, Vincent Company, in terms of sway you hold at a club, he is comparable with John Terry to me. So John Terry has a lot of sway at Chelsea in terms of he knows it inside and out, and you know he has a relationship with the fans which many players don't. And Vincent Company has got that. So when he scored at the weekend, everybody loved it, and you could see on social media all the City fans as well. You know, to be honest, I was even watching it going, you know, fair play, because Vincent Company is he understands Man City. You know, he's been there, but I don't know if he was there before the money or not.
But he's one of the first players, wasn't he?
Yeah, okay. So, he was a very young player at that point, but he's integrated.
He's been there through the new City, hasn't he? Exactly. He's been there. He's 2 league titles. He's won everything that City have won, more or less. We've got a while from Citizens TV sat behind the camera. I can feel the weight of his glare. I mean, when it's about
he's a proper
City
man.
only existed for 10
I
years,
think people like him because he's a proper. He's a proper footballer. He's a proper man. Yeah. He's what a lot of teams, what we'd all want from our own players. You know, whether you're rivals or not. Yeah. He's the kind of player you want representing your club.
I don't deny that.
He talks with so much passion. Yeah. He's never talked about leaving the club, or he's always talks in the highest regards of his team and what it means, and wanting to play as well, because that's the other thing as well. I think half the problem has been he's been so desperate to get back from injuries that maybe he's come back from too
and
early.
Also, not just that, but I think the team have been so desperate to have him back. You see that. I mean, I've seen Daniel Sturridge is a great example of that. When he was Liverpool's like shining hope up front, you've got to get him. We did it with Torres as well. You rush these players back because you know your team's so much better with them. But that's on the football club for me, because I'll put it out there. The narrative shifted a little bit at the weekend in regards to the top four, and all of a sudden, instead of it like Man United are gonna spew the league so they can focus on the Europa League, now it's like, oh no, it looks like they can compete on two fronts. All of a sudden, that United City game in hand, which was a month ago, everyone's going, oh, that's City's, isn't it? Let's not worry about Man United. It's Man United are going to be back in the ascendancy. If City could keep Kompany fit for the rest of the season, I think they would almost be nailed on for third in the league. But this is the thing: are they going to keep him fit for that spell of time? And are Man City going to continue to have a leaky defence? And is that going to ultimately cost them? It's all well and good spending massive money that they have done, but should have sorted the defence out. And that's what Mourinho's done. Mourinho's come in and sorted the defence out. You know, and yet Pep's come in and wanted to play a great brand of football straight off the bat. Who takes the blame there?
Stick it up your whole Guardiola. I said this at the start of the year. I fucking hate him. He's so arrogant. I said at the start of the year that everyone was expecting, I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but everyone was expecting him to come in and breeze the title. It's Guardiola, he's won X, Y, and Z at the previous, all the different players he's managed and the different systems he's been able to introduce, and a load of shit. You come to England, it's not the same. You're going away to whoever it is on a fucking Monday night, it used to be Stoke, whoever it is now, and get the shit knocked out of you. And Guardiola,
hopefully.
I think Guardiola doesn't like losing. You see it on the touchline.
It doesn't like losing, but doesn't make him a good manager.
With Mourinho, if Mourinho had gone up and sarcastically clapped a ref, or if Mourinho had done something, he'd get something for it. Guardiola doesn't get it because everyone thinks he's this shining light, and he's not. But however, he is a good manager, like you said.
I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I just don't think that he's as good as everyone else makes out to be, especially in the Premier League, because the competition is so fierce in comparison to the leagues he's been.
I think he's a terrible loser because he hasn't lost very much.
Exactly.
I mean, he is a terrible loser. I mean, he acts like a fucking child when
especially the press
when
conferences,
people ask him stuff in press conferences. He hasn't quite. I mean, he does seem like a dead sound fella, and he's got some, no, he does though, and he's got something about him, but he doesn't quite have that little thing that Mourinho has, where he can turn a negative into a positive by saying something very clever in it.
Exactly.
He reacts like a fucking 4-year-old. And I do think he's great, but maybe it is because he grew up at Barcelona and he's seen all the success, and he's had success everywhere he's gone. He just needs to know that our media are absolutely gobshites.
Because no one's ever said no to him.
But there's a way to handle them, and the way he's handling them. I think when he thinks he says things that it's like almost going to be going, and that's the final word, and no more shall be said about this. Yeah. And it's not. It's just like a red, fucking rag, isn't it? Yeah. So, but with our press, they'll just keep going and going and going. Where Mourinho he'll change the narrative. He's brilliant at doing that. He's just a fucking high-end Martinez at the end of the day. Isn't
oh, right, okay, sure. Yeah. No, you're right with doing the press, though. It's right. You asked the press not to answer the question. Not to ask that question. I remember when Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool, and I was at a press conference, and he walked in. It was before Christmas, and there was like some orange juice or whatever out there, and champagne glass. He goes, and a toast to Merry Christmas to all of you. And here's the no questions about Luis Suarez. Everyone's hey, shout out first question. So Brendan, Luis Suarez, and you can see him going because
I mentioned not to say that.
Yeah, fuck you, Brendan. Look, you have
sitting here with his fucking sitting here with his Suarez's fucking innocent t-shirt on.
Oh, Luis Suarez is a beautiful man.
Different manager. But we've got keep it brief. But with Kompany or without Kompany, do you think that could determine top four or not? You have to shout.
Oh, you're fucking noisy when you have a bag, weren't you?
Come on, come speak into the mic. Come here. Come here.
Louis going to make you his bitch.
We've made this harder way than it needed to be.
See, you've done it to me.
Just answer, will you finish top four?
Speak into that camera there. What do you think? There you go.
I think we're going to get top four, and we're going to smash you, even though it's on a Thursday, which benefits you. Cause
not being funny, can I just say, if they ever made a prequel to Step Brothers, right?
Shout, thanks very much.
For a moment,
you can call me Nighthawk.
For a moment,
do you like guacamole?
I honestly thought he was gonna rape me.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna wipe my balls on your drum set.
Did we just become best friends? Okay, so there you go. Thanks, Omar. Dynamite drop in. Totally worth the wait. More to come. Do let us know then. Is Kompany as key? Stop. Is Vincent Company absolutely key to Manchester City's chances of top four? Is it as simple as no Company, no top four? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to watch more Social Club, you can. First of all, click the Ball Street emblem to subscribe, and then follow that up by clicking here and watching this video. Arsenal, how many of their players get into the top teams in the Premier League?